And I was so excited because King's College had sold out, and it was a few hundred people, and I was so blown away by that I had never been there before, and a few hundred people would want to come and see me sing. And now, I'm looking at 65,000 people in Hyde Park. This is one of those nights where I'm fully well aware that I'm going to be taking mental snapshots the entire time so I can remember this for the rest of my life. And you're all going to be in them. So thank you for coming tonight. I have to say thank you for something that you did way back in October. I had an album called 1989 come out. And you did a wonderful thing. You went out and bought it, and you cared about it, and you memorized it. And I can tell because you were singing every single word to the songs that I've played so far in the show. Because I love hearing you sing, and I love hearing you scream, and seeing you dance, and jump up and down. I've said this before, and I will say it again. There is no summer crowd like a London summer crowd. It's an album that I wrote under interesting circumstances, because I wrote the album when I was a 25-year-old single girl living in New York City. And I was writing an album about love without actually being in love. So I was writing about love from the outside looking in. And so I did a lot of thinking. I did a lot of thinking about when we first learn what love is and what we want from it. To daydream about in terms of love, what we think is romantic. And I thought about it a lot, and I think that I learned a lot about what I wanted from love, and this should tell you a lot, from the movies I was watching when I was a kid, you know? And let me tell you, my favorite movies when I was a kid were these amazing 80s teen movies like Breakfast Club, 16. I liked these movies. I liked them because in a lot of my favorite movies you had two main characters who are wildly different from each other. They come from different worlds, but somehow when they meet, they realize that they're perfect for each other. And they fall desperately in love. Just know that these two people are meant to be together. They have to end up together in the end of the movie, or you will be desperately unhappy. But then something happens halfway through the movie. There's a terrible misunderstanding, a terrible miscommunication. And one of the characters storms off, and the other one is just left there. Silent, speechless, not knowing what to say. And then they miss each other so much. And you're just wishing, watching this movie, that one of these characters would just say what they actually mean. And what they actually mean, what we usually actually mean when we don't say what we mean to say. Usually one of three things. I'm sorry, I miss you, or come back. Usually around 2 a.m. goes down past my street and up in the sky.